Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, I'm here with Alicia Perez with Telemundo Texoma. And Alicia, we appreciate you bringing the guest and sharing so much insight to Telemundo Texoma and the Hispanic community and ways that everyone can get involved and really celebrate and all the activities that are taking place. But we're not done talking about activities. As Dr. David Barbosa mentioned earlier in the show, he talked a little bit about Moliere, and we've talked about that before here on Inside Texoma with the Wichita Falls Public Library. But can you share a little bit more about that?
Yes, most definitely. Moliere is a family literacy night. We are co-sponsoring that event. Zavala is sponsoring that event, MSU Project Bow, and the Wichita Falls Public Library. That's going to take place Tuesday, September 13th at the Wichita Falls Public Library, room 205 upstairs from 6 to 8 p.m. And really it's just to do some entertaining hands-on activities for those parents that want to help encourage those kids to read more. So they will have some bilingual books for them and some activities for them. So they will have professionals there, teachers, to help them do that and some activities. And then also we will have a Café con Leche program that, like he talked about, college readiness,
Sure.
how to apply for financial aid and scholarships and so forth. So it's very important, even for those high schoolers or those people that are thinking about, hey, how can I get my kid involved in high school and college? Well, this is a time to go. And this is absolutely free. First 50 students will receive a free bilingual book, and the first 100 will receive a free t-shirt.
Wow, and this is actually, is this the second time this is taking place?
Well, this is actually our first year, so we are very excited, very thrilled, and I hope the response is great, and we look forward to doing this. Telemundo Texoma, obviously our sister station from News Channel 6. It's a TV station, and it's here to serve our community.
Yes.
And we also are here to help our businesses grow. So if you're waiting to reach the Hispanic community, we are here to help you in that way as well. And marketing to the Hispanic community, we can help you with your campaign in Spanish or bilingual, however you need it.
And Alicia, you bring up such a good point. How can people contact you if they want to learn more about anything we've talked about today? I mean, you can always, email afitzwater@kaz.com, but if they'd like to go straight to you and learn more about this and learn more about Telemundo Texoma and maybe getting their business involved, how can they contact you?
Well, they can email me. I mean, you will probably see my email address on the screen, aperez@kauz.com, because I am part of the KAUZ team.
Absolutely.
And also, you can call me here at Channel 6 as well. So I am here, and we are part of the same building and part of the same team. So please just give us a call. We are here to help you, and we can reach the entire community. So.
What a great thing. Thanks again for all you've shed, all the light that you've shed for these upcoming events on us today. We just appreciate it and hope that you can all take part in these, mark them on your calendars, and make sure to bring your whole family out to enjoy these activities. Thanks again, and thank you, Texoma, for joining us. As always, we'll see you back here next Sunday morning at 5:30 for another look inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, I'm joined now with Alicia Perez with Telemundo Texoma, and we also have another guest with us today who's going to share a lot about an upcoming event. And Alicia, if you can just kind of kick us off, though, by introducing us to Amanda.
Yes, most definitely. Well, we have Amanda Garcia, and she is representing Our Lady of Guadalupe Church today. Obviously, she represents many organizations out there in the Hispanic community, but today she will be speaking about Fiestas Patrias Parade and the Jamaica that's coming up, right? So
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the Fiestas Patrias Parade that's about to begin here soon.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, Ashley and Alicia, thank you so much for having me here. We have our parade, our annual Fiestas Patrias Parade, and it's going to be held on September 17th, and it begins at 10:30. Anybody that has a group, organization, school are more than welcome to join us. They just need to call the church at Our Lady of Guadalupe Church and for a form. And there's no free to enter. Everybody is free, and we welcome anybody and everybody, all other churches. It is not only for the Hispanics, it's also for other different businesses. Yes, definitely.
Businesses that just want to cater to the community itself, not just Hispanics, but just the community itself. It's really fun, right? It's just every year, I mean, bunches of kids are out there expecting lots of candies,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
we go ahead and just get a float or dress up a vehicle, and we have tons of fun. We get to throw candy out and just enjoy ourselves, and it's just really, really just a blast.
Where does this event take place at? Because it is a parade. You're saying you're going down with your floats and throwing out the candy. So where do the families need to come and line up that day?
Well, the actual parade will start in the corner of 5th and Ohio, and it'll just go through that whole block down the farmers market. And we encourage everybody to participate, all the spectators that want to come out with their children. It's a very huge family event, and it's a lot of fun. Lots of candy and sometimes some sweet bread to be given out and handed out. And after that, for the most part, this starts off our Hispanic Heritage Month. And so we kick it off with the parade, and then following the parade, we go straight to the Jamaica at 11:30. The Jamaica is probably, I'm not sure how many years it's been held now. I talked to some ladies today, and they said it's been happening since the 1950s.
Wow.
So this has very, very much been happening for a long, long time. And it immediately starts at 11:30 on the same day on September 17th. So we're looking forward to that as well.
That's a full day.
Yes, yes.
Now, what exactly is Jamaica? You know, what is that? What is Jamaica?
Well, Jamaica, I mean, it's a festival, basically. I mean, basically, if you translate, it's Jamaica, which really doesn't translate to what we're trying to say here. But really, it's a festival. And it's a festival that's basically, it's been here for a long time, like Amanda said.
Yes.
And a lot of people just know about it. And we have food, and we have booths out there. We have bands playing. I mean, it's so much fun. A lot of just people come out. The community just gets there, and it's a lot of family, a lot of community participants. And sometimes they have wonderful raffles. Like they actually had a car. Right.
Wow.
They actually
in
May they actually raffled a car, a brand new vehicle.
Yes.
So it was really interesting. Lots of people there, and I think the tickets were like $5. It was really so
you
much
walk
fun.
away with the car. That's
Exactly.
exactly.
Exactly. So I mean, so much fun. Now the thing is, if you go to this event, you really have to walk away with a gordita. The gordita is the best thing ever. Okay. So.
And we have other traditional Mexican foods, such as tortas, enchiladas, and we also will have fajitas. Wow. And you can also get to the non-traditional foods such as funnel cakes and hot dogs and hamburgers. And most of the food vendors are the groups within the church, the Santo Nombre or the Guadalupanas. And they work very, very hard all week long to put this on to make it a great success.
So this is like homemade food that you're going to be eating.
All homemade food.
Wow. So come hungry. Do not eat before this event.
Yes, there will be aguas frescas, cokes and elotes and snow cones. So it's a huge family event. The event is free. However, to play the games, they sell tickets, and you just have to buy a ticket. And, of course, everything's bought with a ticket. So we want to encourage people to come on out. And it's a whole family event, and it's fun for all ages of all, people of all ages. So, yes.
Amanda, just kind of quickly, we appreciate you sharing on this. Why is it so important for you to be involved in this and to take time to be a part of these wonderful events that are reaching out to the community?
For my part, it's a huge success for me, and it's just a huge delight when I get to see the parents involved with their families and with their children, and when they can come out to a safe environment where there's a safe atmosphere, where there's fun and engages everybody and includes everybody. And so that just is a huge highlight for me overall.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you coming and sharing, and make sure you mark down September the 17th on your calendar. It's definitely a day you want to be a part of here in the Wichita Falls community. So much going on. Everyone's invited, and if you want to learn more about this, you can always head to newschannel6now.com or Telemundo Texoma, or give one of us a call here at the station. We'll, of course, keep you up to date. And thanks again, Amanda, for being here. We appreciate you sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We need to take another quick break, but we'll be right back. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, I am joined here with Alicia Perez with Telemundo Texoma. And like we mentioned, she brought some special guests here today to share much more. And Alicia, can you tell us the guests that you have with us today?
Yes, I have with me Dr. David Barbosa from MSU. He's a professor there, and he's also representing Zavala Hispanic Cultural Initiative. And he is here with us talking all about this wonderful organization that's very involved in the Hispanic community. So welcome, Dr. Barbosa, and please tell us about this wonderful organization.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm happy to talk about Zavala generally and then talk about some of the activities that we're sponsoring. Zavala Hispanic Cultural Initiative was begun approximately 8 years ago. And at that time, some members of the Hispanic community here in Wichita Falls saw the need for an organization which would focus on the Hispanic community and look at ways in which we could move the community forward. The areas of emphasis for Zavala are to promote leadership within the Hispanic community. So we look at activities that help our young people and our young adults look at ways in which they can develop leadership skills, involve themselves in the larger Wichita Falls community and contribute to those activities. And secondly, the other area of emphasis is looking at promoting the importance of education within the Hispanic community. I don't think it's any secret to anyone that our Hispanic youngsters are not achieving, and unfortunately, approximately 40% of them are not even finishing high school. And so we have to focus on encouraging our young people to finish high school and not see that as the end, but see that as the jumping off point for college education. So Hispanic sponsors scholarships for young people who are wanting to go to college. We do a lot of fundraising during the course of the year to do those kinds of things. The third thing we do in Zavala is to promote cultural activities in Wichita Falls. Zavala has been responsible for a Hispanic leadership banquet. They're responsible for promoting literacy activities. For example, we're presently involved with Wichita Falls Public Library and doing a program called Amo a Leer, I Love to Read. And you'll probably hear about that a little bit further from the other guest. So that is involving young Hispanic parents with young children in emphasizing the importance of reading. So those are the kinds of things that we think are important. And then I've already talked about other things to promote education with our high school students. During the course of last year, Zavala sponsored programs called Café con Leche, which means coffee with cream, if you will, coffee with milk. But it was an activity wherein we gathered together the Hispanic parents and their children to talk about how they get their children, first of all, motivated to do well in school, and secondly, informing them on what they need to do to begin to prepare for a college education for their children, financially, motivationally, supporting them in terms of various activities. So those are just a few of the things that Zavala does.
And it sounds like what a difference these are making. I mean, all the way from adults to children. So there is also another big event coming up, though, that we want to let Texoma know about, because this is something that's open to the public. And Calle Ocho, if you can share a little bit about that, what that is, and when that's taking place.
I'm happy to do that. This year, on the 15th of October, will be the second annual Calle Ocho. And for those who might need a translation, that means 8th Street. And that will be held on 8th Street in Wichita Falls, close to where the farmers market activities are held and where Cajun Festival and other community activities are held. And essentially, Calle Ocho will focus on celebrating the Hispanic or Latino heritage. We'll be sponsoring events which will have music. We'll have some of our local Hispanic musical groups present. We'll have individuals who are vocalists who will be also singing. We'll have some dancing of all kinds which have originated in Latino cultures. I understand that there is for For those folks who do their exercise doing the Zumba,
Yes.
there's going to be a Zumba-thon. So we're going to be
A bunch
inviting
of
folks
ladies.
to
There
participate
you go.
there.
That's a
So
big
the
thing.
men need to be there.
Well, some of us already don't need to do Zumbas because we'll make fools of ourselves. So those are the kinds of activities that we'll have. We'll also have we'll be inviting food vendors to come in, prepare their various foods from different countries, Peru, Colombia, Puerto Rico,
Wow.
a number of different countries. We'll also have nonprofit organizations who will come in to share services with our Hispanic community so that they can become familiar with what services are available out there that will be to their benefit. So we're excited about that. Business people are invited as sponsors for the event. Obviously, I think last year it probably cost somewhere between $12,000 and $16,000 to put the event on, and we would certainly welcome any sponsors who would like to join us in addressing those financial costs. And I suspect that there will also be some business vendors who may want booths, which will be sold to them for, I think, a very reasonable fee so that they can sell their products if they so wish. There will be activities for children. There will be face painting. There will be storytelling, and some of our graduate and undergraduate students from the Project BO, which is a bilingual teacher training program at MSU, will be there to work with the children. So I think we have something planned for everyone in the family.
I love this. Such a family event. And again, this is all taking place the 15th of October on 8th Street, Calle Ocho, like you mentioned. So
yeah, it will begin. We're scheduled to start at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
It's on a Saturday, of course. Start at 1 o'clock and go till probably somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening.
oh wow, so make a day of it.
That's
Bring the
correct.
kids out and make
That's
a day of
correct.
it. You said there's lots of food, which
Plan
is
for it.
making us hungry, I know.
Plan to have lunch or dinner there and participate in all the activities.
And then this is open to the entire public.
Absolutely. It's not just for the Hispanic community because obviously we're having it during Hispanic Heritage Month,
Sure.
which is a month to recognize, celebrate, and expose people to the Hispanic heritage. So we invite the whole Wichita Falls community to come out and celebrate with us.
And I think that's an important thing. Something else that's very interesting to note, though, this is really a type of fundraiser, though. I mean, not only are you celebrating, but this is the money raised, correct, is going for a great cause.
That's correct. The money that's raised is applied for the scholarships, which Zavala awards to students at the Hispanic Leadership Banquet in the spring. Last spring, I think we were able to, provide 6 or 7 scholarships
Wow.
to students, and we're proud of that fact. And for us, we would hope that the number of scholarship recipients would grow based on the money that we can raise at the various events.
And speaking of this event, though, real quickly, we want to mention for kids, it seems like there's not going to be a fee for 12 and under, but what about adults? How much is it going to cost?
There
to get
will
in?
be, the setup at Calle Ocho will be where adults would have to pay, we'll have tickets on sale. They'll be sold for $10. Children under 12 are admitted free with their parents. So no cost for the children, but there will be a cost for the parents to participate.
But it's
Very
all going for a great cause, too, like we mentioned, and such an eventful, I mean, you're not going to be bored. There's a lot going on. So.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I suspect that there will be plenty to do and probably not enough time to do it all.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Barbosa, if you can just kind of quickly just share with us what made, your heart, and obviously you're passionate about this, what made you want to get involved in Zavala and really be a part of, this community and what it's doing to reach out to others?
Well, obviously, my life has been dedicated to being an educator. I was a teacher and then became a school administrator, was superintendent in various school districts for 25 years, and then I came to MSU to teach at the university. I've always believed that when you're a part of community, you can't really become a part of the community until you begin to contribute and give to the community. I became aware of Zavala. I was invited to serve on the board and have done so now for 4 years. And I'm excited about Zavala as an organization. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, so obviously we're established for the purpose of trying to promote and encourage the Hispanic community to get an education, get involved, and to contribute to their education. So I see that as a way of my giving back to the community, and so that's what I would intend to continue to do.
What a great thing. Well, we really appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you sharing, not only about Zavala, but also Calle Ocho, this event coming up. That's something everyone can get involved in. So once again, mark your calendars, October the 15th. If you need more information, you can always head to newschannel6now.com or Telemundo Texoma. We'll, of course, keep you up to date on what's going on. So thank you so much. Thanks again for being here. We need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more. Right now on Inside Texoma, we are talking about Telemundo Texoma and all the upcoming events that are going to be taking place. Joining me now is Alicia Perez. She is the Telemundo Texoma Events Coordinator. And Alicia, we appreciate you being here. And can you tell everybody at home what they can expect this Sunday to hear?
Well, we have tons of events coming up for Hispanic Heritage Month, so you got to be prepared. I mean, there's so many events. If you're a business owner, you will want to be part of it. You want some exposure for your business, so definitely be prepared for that. Grab some paper and pen and be prepared to watch our show.
It all starts right now on Inside Texoma. Good morning, Texoma. I'm Ashley Fitzwater. Thanks for joining us for another Inside Texoma. This morning, we are shedding some light on Telemundo Texoma. It is our sister station, and we are proud of all the upcoming events that are going to be taking place. And joining me now is Alicia Perez, the Telemundo Texoma Events Coordinator, to talk about all of those events. And Alicia, we appreciate you being here today. And she is a woman who wears many hats. She is also creator and coordinator of the Hispanic Leaders Networking Luncheon, also Hispanic Person of the Year. We like to brag on her anytime we can for that. It's such a big honor. So we appreciate you being here, and there's so much going on. So if you haven't already, grab some pen and paper, grab your calendar, because I promise there are events you're going to want to take part in, and family events, whatever. Everyone is invited to these.
Yes,
so
most definitely.
Can you just start by telling us a little bit, I guess, about Telemundo Texoma and, your part in it and why you're excited to be involved?
Oh, yes. Well, thank you for inviting me, first of all. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you. And yes, Telemundo Texoma. I am so excited to be part of it. I mean, I've changed titles. I've moved into being now the events coordinator for Telemundo Texoma. So I have a little more flexibility in being involved in the Hispanic community. So you will see throughout the show, we've invited some guests, and they have some events coming up. So I've been kind of part of their committees and helping them, kind of the sidekick on the, on some events, on parades and so forth. So it's so much fun. So, I mean, I don't consider it a job.
Sure, you're having fun every day.
Exactly, exactly. But I'm also, like you said, the creator and coordinator of the Hispanic Heritage Luncheon. And that just came upon an idea close to 3 years ago. So I just thought we just needed some leadership and unity in the Hispanic community. I knew that there were so many leaders out there, and we just needed to unite once a month and have lunch and just network and get to know what was going on among each other, and just know what was going on in our community. So we started doing that, and the first meeting, to be honest with you, we had 4 or 5 people, and now we have over 40 people.
Wow.
I email over 100 people a month. We have tremendous, response. We have major sponsors for our events and the lunches. It keeps growing every month. But anyway, last week we had over 40 people come out, and I just wanted to invite real quickly for the upcoming one, if I may. Actually, they surprised me in this last one from Shepherd, the Hispanic Heritage Committee. See, that's something that I get to learn in every committee or in every meeting. I get to learn and meet new faces. So 2 sergeants came out from the Shepherd Air Force Base, and they said they were part of the Hispanic Heritage Committee. I never even knew that. So I got to meet them, and they said they were going to have a Hispanic Heritage Luncheon. And I went ahead and asked them, and I said, could we combine that and go ahead and and, and come out
Sure.
and meet with you guys? And they said, absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and go and meet up with them. That's going to be September 15th at 11:30, from 11:30 to 1 o'clock. Everyone is invited, and you will see details on your screen on that. So if you would like to RSVP, go ahead and RSVP by, I believe, September 9th. And that is September 15th, so mark your calendars. It's only $12.60, and they have a lieutenant there that's Hispanic, very involved in what he does, a great leader in the community that will be speaking. It's going to be great. Lots of food, lots of great music and entertainment, so it's going to be fabulous.
Such a great event. I know this event is just taking off. It's growing and growing, so Texoma, now's the time to really get involved and be a part of this history in the making, it seems. And this is just one of the many things going on and many things that you can get involved in. We're actually going to be talking about a list full of things for you to take part in. That's coming up, though, so stay tuned. We need to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more. This Sunday morning on Inside Texoma, we are talking about Telemundo Texoma and all the upcoming events that are going to be taking place. Joining me now is Alicia Perez. She is the Telemundo Texoma Events Coordinator. And Alicia, we appreciate you being here. And can you tell everybody at home what they can expect this Sunday to hear?
Well, we have tons of events coming up for Hispanic Heritage Month, so you got to be prepared. I mean, there's so many events that if you're a business owner, you will want to be part of it. You want some exposure for your business, so definitely be prepared for that. Grab some paper and pen and be prepared to watch our show.
Absolutely, and that is all coming up this Sunday morning at 5:30. We'll see you then.